Today I want to talk about this NXT22 that's just recently come in. It's a 2018 model, and for the 2018 year model, MasterCraft has made some nice changes to the NXT lineup. This particular one has the scarlet red flake to the front of the boat, paired up with the black center of the boat with the chrome designator and the white whole bottom mixed in with the white deck, which really ties it all together and makes for a beautiful boat. It's on a tandem axle MasterCraft NXT trailer from the factory, and the trailer has a swing away tongue up front along with a Fulton winch and jack to top it all off. The swing away tongue will swing away and it won't be any longer than the nose of the boat. So if you're using it for storage in a storage unit or garage, that's really handy. It's got the teak platform on it, which gives the classy look. You can always redo this teak platform, make it look new again after every season. It's got the Nxt Surf System on it, and so that provides a great customizable wake. It's a really long wake, and it can also be a really steep wake with the customization at the driver's seat. You can surf two people on the same wake, and you can get that nice steep wake. With the ballast system in this surf system, it'll throw a nice steep wake for skimming and tricking. And you've also got a center tab for cleaning up the weight behind you, and it also helps reduce on bow rise and keep the boat. It kind of works as a trim assist to keep the boat smooth on a choppy day. Okay, here at the transom of the NXT22, we've got this nice swim step. You can sit here, it's pretty comfortable. If you're relaxing in the cove, putting your board on, getting your water sports gear ready, three people can easily sit across the back here. You've got a tow point for tubing, skiing, that kind of stuff right here. You'll also have a tow point at the top of the tower, which we'll look at here in a little bit. But it also creates a nice step up into the interior of the NXT22. Take a look in the storage compartments, port and starboard. You've got plumbed in ballast that is controlled at the driver's seat. This is additional ballast that you get whenever you choose the surf system with the NXTs, which we do have this one equipped with. When those bags fill up, they're going to be 8 to 10 inches from the top, so you can still get towels and life jackets and things that aren't sharp in there for storage. But as you'll see here in a minute, the NXT's got plenty of storage to spare anyway. It's a 5,000 multi-port injection Ilmor. It's a new Gen 5 motor. It's a 5.7 liter, 320 horsepower motor, naturally aspirated and fully catalyzed. So on emissions, it's the only 4-star emissions motor in the industry. And that allows us to have a 99.9% clean air emissions whenever. So that's important whenever someone's surfing right here at the back. You're sitting out here getting your gear on. There's a lot of stuff going on at the back of the boat. Ilmor's the only one that does that. The other engines will have to use things like a surf pipe and turn it down into the water, which causes a loss of horsepower. We don't have to do that with this emission system that we got on the Ilmor. So look at the room that you've got. It's arena style seating. It's an 8'6" beam, gunnel to gunnel. MasterCraft utilizes its interior cabin space the best. Gives you a lot of extra room. These seats are really deep, and they've also got good height to them. Notice that we've got the snap-in removable carpet, so you can pull it out, and you're going to be getting it dirty and you just want to rinse it all out. Pull it out, run it without it. If you want the comfort, leave the carpet in. If you'll look over here, we've got a built-in Igloo Cooler. It is removable. If you've got your own cooler, pull it out and use that for storage. If not, put that back in there. Use it for the weekend. It's a nice little cooler spot there. Over here on the port side, you've got your deepest amount of storage. We refer to this as the Coffin Storage. Look how deep that is there. And that runs continuous throughout on the MasterCrafts. So on the port side of the boat, you're going to get continuous run all the way throughout. What's important about that is not only is it deep, but it's not compartmentalized. So you can put boards, skis, ropes, all sorts of stuff down in there. Whereas a lot of towboats, you can't fit a board anywhere underneath the seats. So that's another nice thing where I was talking about all the storage that these boats have. Another big thing, one of the big changes for 2018 is the Clips audio system. It's a really high-end system that is exclusive just to MasterCraft. It disperses the frequency of the music to where it takes it in, and whatever type of mode that you're in the boat, it's going to present it back out to you at the highest quality possible, and it does not get the popping and cracking at the loud volumes. It stays clear throughout. You really are going to be impressed with the Clips audio system. come in and take a little bit closer look at it, hear it for yourselves. You're really going to like it. Another big change for 2018 on the NXT lineup is this new tower. Now the older tower, we got a lot of complaints about that, but this new one has really been advanced. It's been beefed up. It's still got the swivel board racks. They'll swivel all the way in and out. Now it's got a gas assist shock similar to the X series, the ZFT4 tower. It's got a gas assist shock, so you screw these off, screw the other handle off, and this whole tower with one person will lay down and fit in an 8-foot garage door. So it's a lot handier. It's got a lot more sex appeal to it as far as the look, and it's a lot nicer. Notice that there's not much plastic at all on this dash as opposed to some of the other towboats in the industry. This is one of our cheaper boats as far as price, but it doesn't do that as far as quality. They still use the same material as the X series. It's still the same gel coat, the same vinyl, the same billet aluminum throughout the dash. They don't cut curves. They don't cut corners on quality. What they do is they make everything simpler. So instead of a lot of automation where you've got the big dual screens like you've got in the X series, or the double screen over here, it simplifies everything into a small singular screen that's push button. You still have control of your ballast right here, and you still have control of your surf system right here. You've got some standard gauges across, some standard switches across the middle here where you can do your bilge and your blower and your courtesy lights. You have your Clips audio remote right here where you can take full control of your audio system, and you still have your 12 volt and your auxiliary port, USB port, right here. You can put a phone right in there with some grip tape. Now if you look over here at this smaller screen here that is push button, you can look at your gauges, which tells your temperature of the air and the water and your depth. You got your fuel gauge there. If we go back to the home screen, you can take a look at your gauges there, miles per hour and RPM. You can set your cruise control up through this, so you've got GPS cruise control, which is satellite driven, so it's pinpoint accurate. You still have that ability there. This gives you a status of kind of your engine temperature, engine hours, volts, and the oil pressure. You can take a look at your trim, which is your surf system, and when you move something like that, it's going to show you by percentages which tab you're moving and what percentage it's at. So you still have full customization there that you as the driver can control. And then you've got a menu for settings, different user settings. This is Diagnostics if you're out on the water and you go down. So that's what that screen there does. It's still push to start. You've got your horn integrated there. If you look over here just to the right of me, you've got a couple nice cup holders and then a nice little area with some grip tape in there to put your phone, keys, wallet, any of that stuff. It'll hold 14 people max capacity, so it's a good amount, a good sized boat for family and friends. As we move up towards the bow, you'll notice it's got a Clips audio sub right there. This one's got the advanced audio system on it, so you can Bluetooth from your phone, plug into the auxiliary port there, and also get AM, FM from your radio there. As we move up to the bow, like I said, you can close this window off. If it's a cooler day or getting a little bit of rain, close that off, keep everybody in the cockpit, keep everybody warm and dry. Take a look at how roomy this bow is of the NXT22. It's a pickle fork front, so it stays wide for a good amount of time. Put your feet up. I'm 6 feet. You can easily fit 3 people, 3 adults up in the bow, no problem. If you got kids, it can be more. If you face rear, you've got a nice curvature towards the front of the boat here where if you get a little bow rise, you can see up over it and watch all the action that's going on. You get a couple of stainless cup holders here, a couple Clips audio speakers there, billet aluminum grab handles here if it gets a little bumpy, and you also have storage underneath both seats here and there. So you got a good amount of storage. I'm setting on the anchor storage up underneath me. And of course you got a cleat up front. You got pop-out cleats throughout the boat. So if you want a great boat that doesn't take away from the quality, is the highest in quality, and you want a good surf system and plenty of room for the family, this NXT22 covers that. It's a beautiful boat. It's got the 5-year MasterCare warranty, complete 5 years. Everything is covered other than trailer paint and gel coat, and that's all in-house with MasterCraft. That doesn't go outside, and it's not 3 years parts or the rest labor is on you like some of the other warranties in the industry. That's a full 5-year warranty. We've got the only one that's full 5 years, and that's on this NXT. I'd love to talk with you about it or get you out on the water. answer some questions for you. My cell phone number is 479-252-0940. Come in here at the shop and see me, or shoot me an email at jake@futrellmarine.com.